Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and I'm going to play a little bit more of Kemet by Sorcerer. I have no idea how far I'm going to take the end game of this. It'd been interesting to get a character like all the way to 100, and this is the build I feel might do it. I don't feel the rush to do it like all in one batch. I think I've got until April before this cycle is going to end, so I might just come back and do an hour here and an hour there. We'll see how it goes. Now, I think I've done... Can I see in my blessings what I've done at high level? Like, I've done high level blessings here, here, and here. I don't think I... Oh. Undiscovered. I don't know. It's not really clear to me what I've done or what I haven't. Ending Storm... Ending the Storm, which is the one with Lagon. Let's give it a try. Because Lagon is definitely my nemesis. But let's give it a try. Lagon is absolutely my nemesis.
I cannot do that. Fools! Fools! I can. Fools! Fool! I cannot do that. I cannot. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I don't know what that graphical glitch is. It's very weird. Oh, I think that attacking me.
I cannot do that.
Okay. Whips of Hope, always good to get. Bag full of stuff. Bag full of stuff. I got me a bag full of stuff.
I cannot do that.
Ooh, there's another loot lizard. Quicksilver coil. I don't remember. Doesn't sound familiar. Nope. Wow, that looks quite good. How is that not one of them? So this is where you use multiple things. I might stick those aside. Anyway, what I'm going to do is go and do the mage.
I cannot do that.
Oh, he dropped nothing useful. Wounds. More wounds.
I can. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
It's another arena.
Fools. Fools. I cannot. I cannot do that. I can. Fools.
Do it again. Do it again.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
gold is happening. Two sets of gloves, but I actually think gloves. Yeah, gloves are the of the slot. But do not help me.
Yes. Take care.
Do 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 do.
It ends here.
Did it end well for you? Wow, they were a bit tough, weren't they? I mean, these guys do have 90% more health.
I cannot do that.
Is the winter of our discontent? Or because it's summer, now is the discount of our winter tents.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
We go this way. I'm looking for a thunder dragon. Prism wraps. That is one of them. Less elemental damage, increase crit strike chance. Elemental damage leached as health on crit. It's the crit strike chance that I think is what makes that awesome. What do I lose? Some poison res, which I can afford to. I lose some mana and mana... Actually, I lose a lot of mana. Not sure, because I don't have mana from other locations yet. What I might do is try and slam him. Using harbingers. So that is for slamming.
I cannot do that.
And that has... What does that have on it? Ah, it's a Circle of Fortune catalyst. Yeah, I can skip that.
I cannot do that.
That's a lot of shards. And that was not many shards. So that is a Circle of Fortune one. Tempest Maw. Melee damage. Nope. I I finished Liquidators in the fact that I just spent 2 hours killing bugs, and I've completed the first 2 community objectives. I didn't complete it yet because there's still more community objectives, but I spent 2 hours killing bugs. I did my part. But I completed no extra parts of Liquidators that I didn't do in the first few seconds.
I can.
In No Man's Sky, I'm enjoying it with an incredibly overpowered weapon, yeah. I had one where I did a Sentinel Tower at the same time as I did, I think, 2 bug attacks. Yeah, no, it was good. I died once and had to reload because there was no way I don't enjoy losing stuff on death. So I just reloaded. But, you know, that's fine. So, will this have an egg? Got an egg?
I cannot do that.
Yeah, I would never play anything permadeath. I think I've mentioned before, I suffer from migraine and seizure. So the whole concept of, oh, you've got to pay perfect attention and never lose focus, is like, I could get hit with a migraine, like after 50 hours of play, I could get hit with a migraine without warning and like lose my vision for 10 seconds. It's like, no. I don't want to get hit with a migraine and lose multiple hours of progression. I can't control that. It's bad enough that I'm having the migraine. I don't want to lose my game progression as well. It's why I don't like systems in games, which Last Epoch and definitely Path of Exile have, which is, oh, you had a momentary lapse of concentration, so you need to not only fail at what you were doing, but you need to redo the content with no reward. I think all of that stuff is stupid.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I thought I picked up something that was white. Oh yes, it was that. Let's just shatter it. I got a lightning pen. Now that has tier 7 crit strike multiplier. So because crit strike multiplier can be tricky, I want to get that off it. Bam. The rest of it is terrible. Goodbye. Now that has intelligence and freeze rate multiplier. So that has tier 7 intelligence, that has tier 6 intelligence. Now that has necrotic resistance. I'm way over on necrotic resistance. That has necrotic resistance. So it's possible I could slam onto that and get something better. So, first of all, let's get out of here. So, what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to replace the freeze rate multiplier and cold res, probably with mana. Now it's tier 4, so I'm not going to try this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and chaos it and see what happens. And now I just shattered the thing. Bam. That was... Destroy the Vessel of Chaos in this echo to re-roll the rewards of all uncompleted echoes in this web. I've never seen that before. Maybe I have.
Cannot do that. I cannot do that. Fools.
Maybe. I mean, not really, because you need to... They've designed so that you need to position yourself absolutely perfectly every time. So they tend not to be better for people who are terrible at aiming.
Yes. Take care.
I have no idea what this is. I'm going to have a look. Do. Okay. How did it empower? Void res. Could be worse. Could be better.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Okay. That has not helped me, and I shouldn't have done it. Ignivar's head. Don't lose your head. Tried to elope, but the Pope said nope. Our only hope was Henry. I now have multiple. Us two wanted to get X-rated. Wow, I'm getting a lot of arenas.
I cannot do that.
So, while I was streaming Liquidators earlier, had a couple of new No Man's Sky fans jump in that were new to my stream, which was awesome. So, people with like hundreds, one with like 500 hours, it was really cool. Sorry, one was a new player, and one was someone with like 5 times the time that I have. It was really cool because it's always good to chat. And they seemed like our sorts of people, like willing to chat and just hang out and have fun. So that was really cool.
I cannot do that. Fools.
Okay, we'll have a look at that. So, that one's got intelligence on it. the 83% increased lightning damage. But what is my increased lightning damage on, though? My increased lightning damage is 299. So, yeah, losing that might suck. But what I really want on the relic is intelligence and mana. So if I could turn the fire damage, which is terrible. Now, the physical and lightning and void res, I could lose the void. I can't lose the physical. So on this, I want to turn the cold, probably. Actually, it's either. Into void. I want to turn one of the reses into void. Let's see what happens with that. That's terrible. That's not great. I think I did that wrong. Whatever, I'm just going to brick it. Do I want to... No, I'm about to face Lagon. I don't want to up the stability on the... I do not want to up the corruption on this. It just got void res.
The hunt. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Yes.
Another point in Arcane Warden. Okay, so this goes into my final build uniques. Keys can go away. No. Ah, I'll put it there. I'm going to put it in here, which is going to go into gear. And then this goes into set pieces.
I cannot do that. I... I cannot do that.
Okay. So, that has lightning pen. Fine, just shatter it. I get a lot of rooms of shattering. Now, let's have a look at this. That has intelligence, cold and poison res, neither of which I need a lot of. If I gave up this ring, it was the necrotic res I would lose a lot of. So, if I put the cold res... Bam. Now the poison res I'm way over. Necrotic res is what I would be losing. So into this I want to put necrotic res. Into here I want to put mana. Oh, I can't put mana on a ring? Spell damage or lightning damage. Ooh, that just took 16 potential. Oh, that hurt. Now, when I put this on, my necrotic goes down a little bit, but I think I'm okay. So what I'll do is I will put this in here. I'm just going to shatter that one. Hey, Eric. Close to being able to do Lagon. No, you should play your game much more than watch mine. Absolutely. feel like my damage is down, but I thought I got more intellect. Okay, maybe the implicit's on the ring were dude. Maybe I need to look at that.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
On a relic, I'm terrible at this. Intelligence, mana, and resists. Chill duration, shock duration. Whereas this one is ward per second. Oh, I don't... Oh, yeah. Okay, no, that took it to level 5. It double rolled. So, what implicit do I have here? That's minion. There's my problem. Whereas this ring... Oh, it's just fire damage. I'll see how I go. Am I able to attempt Lagon? I am able to attempt Lagon once. Okay. I don't want to do the Harbinger. I don't even really...
I cannot. I cannot do that. Fools! Fools! I cannot do that.
Okay.
I cannot do that.
Is that the best you do?
I cannot do that.
Okay, so my current blessing is increased lightning damage. Can't believe I pulled that off. What I want is shred lightning resistance, apparently. So what am I being offered? lightning resistance, ward when hit, ward per second, freeze rate multiply. I will keep my current. But I got Lagon. As long as you're having fun, Eric. Ooh.
I cannot.
How do I get... Oh, man. This place is huge.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Fools!
Lie, you fools!
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Oh, no. Oh. Nope. Just in power.
I cannot do that.
It's not over till it's over.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Okay, so lightning critical strike multiplier on a helm. Let's go back to looking at gear. Lightning critical strike multiplier. Helm, 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 helm. No, I'm not using it. Why is that there? To shatter it, I'm assuming. Belt. Now, belt could be interesting. I want lightning damage as my prefix. Cooldown recovery is great as my suffix. I'd lose some poison and cold res. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of poison and cold res to lose. I could lose that much poison. I could almost lose that much cold as well, to be honest. I'm actually going to use a rune of removal to get the cooldown recovery speed. Shards. Showing you how much I actually care about corruption and prophecies and stuff.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Fools. Fools. I cannot do that.
Boom.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Ooh. It's a fragment of the Enigma with some LP. The intelligence is left, the ward per second is less. Spark chance on hit is higher. Lightning damage is the same, but it has to be. Spark charge explosion area is way higher. %82% more damage for spark charges applied by melee attacks. Don't care. +1 to lightning skills. I think that's better. Depending on what I can get on from the LP. That's crap. So what I need to do is get an offhand catalyst. Offhand. With spell crit strike chance on it. And then mana.
Yes. Take care.
So, I believe I only need to do a tier 1, but I may as well do a tier 2. Now let's just do a tier 1. Let's just slam through it fast.
Intruders? A waste of time.
me. Fighting is foolish.
You dare not stand against me. What's this? How are they manipulating time? Could it be?
It's foolish. This wrong. You dare stand against us?
Oh dear. This. Back to you. You dare stand against us? Legacy of the Quiet Forest. That is not the belt I am looking for.
The Epoch. Finally, I will have its power.
All I need to do is not die to the boss. It's another one of her rings with 1 LP. But what we do now is we go here, we put that there, we put that there. What we're after is the crit strike chance. Backup mana, backup void res. So we got the fire res. Oh my god! Do you remember how I told you there was a streamer who basically said that it doesn't matter what you do, like 80% of the time you are going to get the worst possible option? I still think it's an upgrade, but bah. I don't remember what I was doing.
Take care.
I think it was Reign of Dragons. Looks like it was Reign of Dragons.
I cannot do that. That has some lightning pen on it, so I'm getting lots of runes of shattering, so let's do that. That has movement speed, which is good. Now, and cooldown recovery speed. So if I can turn the dodge look at the armor on that. That's terrible. 8 armor. If I can turn the dodge into something like armor and reduced crit, which I should be able to do, because I should be able to do something like this.
So boots, I want movement speed and intelligence. What's going on? And cooldown recovery speed. Ooh, I don't have enough of those. So that is now going to give me more cooldown recovery speed, more movement speed, the same intelligence, better ward recovery threshold. My problem now is going to be my fire res. That's not perfect, but we'll see how we go. Particularly considering I'm doing this to get some all res.
I cannot do that. Fools. Fools. I cannot do that.
See, that's 2 shards. Tier 6 of crit strike multiplier. I think I'm also going to rune of removal on that. Okay.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
That was kind of cool. There's a few prophecies done, because glyphs of despair are useful to get. Harbinger of Stars? No, it's Strand of Souls. Damn it.
Poop. The LP chance one I've got. This takes forever. Look how long this takes. They really want you to put hundreds of hours a season in, and considering they'll eventually want seasons to only be like 4 months, it's just too long. All of this is just too expensive. It's just... I don't even... I think I was doing Age of Winter, wasn't I? No, I was doing Reign of Dragons. Oof. Ooh. Me too.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
To the shadows.
Yes. Take care.
It's a pity because we're in a pity because I'll end up penniless all my life.
I cannot do that.
I hope they fix the prophecies. I hope they make them that they don't offer you things that you just can't complete. And I mean, they're saying it's like, oh, we're going to... They're probably thinking it's like the prophecies will drive you to do certain types of content. But the rewards on them are not good enough to make you, like, change the content you do. So it just makes people feel bad that they're being offered prophecies that are useless. People would be happier if the costs were higher and the rewards were better. I don't think Tribo Electra is a wand that I want. Strong Mind is a potential. The Fang is not. Serpent's Milk, I'm not sure. So... no, that is not... it has an LP on it, so I can't actually put anything in it.
Let's just let it do it randomly. There's a chance it'll be something useful. The chance is low, but it's not zero.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Okay.
I...
Armor and reduced bonus damage taken from critical strikes. I absolutely want to get that off it, which I did. Fantastic. That's got the same. So I absolutely want to get that off it, which I got. Fantastic. How does a glyph of envy work? Destabilizes an item, unpredictably changing all properties other than the affix being upgraded. This stability is siphoned to the most recent monolith timeline you entered, greatly increasing its stability.
Yes?
So,
Take care.
for example, hang on, why aren't I wearing that belt? Because the suffixes are wrong. But if I was to put, say, cold damage on this, and then I'll use a glyph of envy. Oh, no, because I can't pick the lightning. Oh, right. So I messed that up. But that's okay. Why aren't I... Because I lose too many resistances. This is the problem. Putting on a good belt causes me to lose too much resistance. This is the problem with this game. So, for example, let's look at these gloves. Crit strike chance. I mean, the gloves I've got are really good, though. Jewelry. I don't know. I don't know. This is all... This is the problem. I've got really good belts there and stuff that I could put on. But if I put them on, my resistances are screwed. So, my question... And I really want people who are big into AAPGs to answer this. What is the point in having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what is it, 7 resists? And my next follow-up, I mean, because it means that people need to chase those resistances. Okay. People need to chase those resistances. They're not playing the game. They get an upgrade. They feel bad about the upgrade because they can't put it on. And when they can't put the upgrade on, it's a negative feeling for them. My follow-up question is, what's the point of resistances at all? Because in order to play the game, all of the experts will tell you, you need to cap your resistances. So all it means is you spend all of your time playing the game, shuffling gear, not putting on the best gear that you could find, not necessarily putting on something you can, getting an upgrade and then realizing you can't put it on, you can't get it. It's there for hardcore, and I don't mean hardcore as in people who are playing hardcore characters. I mean, it's there for people who play a lot to be able to go, look how awesome I am. But what benefit does having resists in the game at all actually give you? Like, I'm fine for there to be a few, you know, like a couple that you need to chase. But honestly, what's the point? What is the actual benefit for it? Because if people are chasing resists and they get a piece of gear like I did there, it's like, oh my god, the stats on that are really cool. But I can't put it on because if I put that piece of gear on, then I won't have the ability to survive the content. So, congratulations, you got a really cool piece of gear, you can't use it. Well, that's not a good feeling for the player. Everyone playing the game knows they need to max out their resources, so all it is playing admin. How well can you finely tune the stuff with the limited resources we give you? It's not about killing monsters, it's about, can you play the balance game, and if you roll badly, ha ha ha, and if you roll well, well, you feel good, but only because you feel relief. You don't feel reward. So there's no positive to the player of What are the rings? Red ring of Altos. None of these are the rings I want. Okay. There's no reward to the player from any of the chasing resist stuff. It's literally a relief if it happens to work out well for you and you're not wasting slots on overspec resists and stuff that you can't control. So
I cannot do
if you're putting something into the game like that, what is it that you're trying to achieve? Are you trying to achieve that you want the players to have to chase this incredibly arbitrary and negative thing that is going to make them feel negative feelings way more than it's going to feel positive? Or are you wanting them to have to chase the admin game where it's like, congratulations, you got an upgrade and now you can't use it? Or are you like, what is the upside to your players of having 7 resists in the game that they need to balance? And follow-up question, what's the upside to the players of having 3 resists? Because anyone playing at this level has to have them, so it's not as if they can progress through the game without them. And so it's not as if it's an optional choice they have. They've got to sacrifice it. So if you were to just turn around and say all of the gear that had resists has 1 less slot, but you don't have to worry about resists, or the stats roll on different ranges that are slightly less powerful, but you don't have to worry about resists, in order to make it that resists aren't a thing, the game is actually more bearable for the players. And isn't that the point? Like, the target is then to improve, not to hit a situation where they finally get an improvement and can't use it. So this has intelligence, tier 6 intelligence, cold and void res. So it's got more intelligence. So this is where I could potentially use a Rune of Chaos, but I'd lose the intelligence. The Glyph of Envy, sorry. So that's just not worth it. Mana and increased mana regen. Well, I'm not using the wand, but I might want these, I suppose. This has the armor and reduced chance to take from bonus crits, but I'll just salvage that because armor and reduced from bonus, I'll just salvage that, or shatter that, and that has lightning pin. But it's a serious question I'd love to know the answer to. What is the benefit to the player of having all of those resistances that they need to chase that prevents them from equipping gear that is actually an upgrade to their character and makes... And I'd love to know the answer. Like, what is the design philosophy of making your players feel bad because they can't equip a really good piece of gear that they got? There has to be one.
I cannot do that.
They have to be doing it for a reason, right?
I cannot do that.
Relic, Tome of Elements. No, I've... Apparently not. This has the armor and the reduced, so I'll just shatter that and see if I get one. Nope. And this has the armor and reduced, and I'll see if I shatter and see if I get one. I got one. It's... because theoretically, everything you put into the game is something for your players. It's either a choice for your players to make, or something for your players to chase. But resists aren't a choice. Now, resists would be fine if they were something that you weren't attached to your gear. So as you level up, your resists get better so you can handle the better gear or whatever. Or if there was a way of increasing them passively that...
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
and not just through the blessings, but there was a way of increasing them passively so that after a period of time, after you play for a while, they're actually not something you have to worry about on gear.
I cannot do that.
So the reward for doing stuff is that you don't need to worry about resist on gear very much. You know, then there'd be a reason to have it. But that's not what's happening here. Lightning Pen, Minion, Lightning Pen, Tier 5. I'd like to get that off, please. Thank you. Lightning Pen and Minion, Lightning Pen, Tier 1. I will just shatter that one and gamble. Didn't get it. And that is the Azural's Fury Belt, which is not a belt I want. Okay. Hey, Chip.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot.
Now, I expect what needs to be happening here is I have, for the slots, I have a whole bunch of items with different combos of resistances. So I have a belt that's got good intellect and good mana, or whatever the stats are for a belt, and different resistances, and then I have another belt which has good int and good mana, or whatever the thing is, and different resistances. And then I just do that over and over and over and over and over until whenever I put on anything, Armor and reduced armor taken from critical strikes. Great. That's the Ukini Sphere. That's a Snowblind. That's got armor and reduced. I'm going to try and get that one specifically. Got it. And that one is armor and reduced. That one's just a shadow. Okay, cool. Now, but yeah, I mean, it's a serious question. What is the benefit to your players of having a resistance chase like that? And to say, oh, it makes the gear chase interesting, does it though?
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Chimera's essence, I don't believe is a no. It's another intelligence, physical, maybe armor and reduced. Yeah, just shut it properly. Bye 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 bye.
I cannot do that.
Wow. Stygian coal, no. Lethal concentration, no. And all those set items, no. And quicksilver coil is a no. So all of those items are junk.
Yes.
Bye 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 bye.
Take care.
Oh.
Yes. Take care.
But yeah, so these guys do live streams where the developers, where they talk about, you know, their you know, what they've done and what they're doing and everything. And during the live streams, you'll regularly hear them saying, you know, we've been having discussions about this, or it's not part of our design ethos, or so they talk about every aspect of the game. So having all of these resists that people need to balance and everything is a deliberate choice. It is something that they've made the call where we deliberately want it, that players can get a really good upgrade and not be able to equip it because it'll drop their resists too low. So it'd be really interesting to know what was the rationale when you had that discussion for that being a good thing. Was it because you want the players to feel bad after getting a good drop because they can't equip it? Is it because you want the players to have negative connotations towards the way that all of this works? Is it because you think that without that, the players will grow, the loot chase will be over too quickly because you can't figure out how to balance the positives? You have to put negatives on loot in order to make it that there's actually something for the players to chase, because you can't figure out how to balance statistics in a way that your characters are actually able to improve slightly but not able to do it? Is it because what's the design? Like, is it to make up for something that a problem that you couldn't solve? If so, what was the problem? Because, yeah. Five ranks of the armor bonus from critical strikes. So let's try and remove it. Got it. Bam. Lightning pen, 2 ranks. Shatter. 2 ranks. Just shatter. Get 1. Armor and armor reduced from critical 2. Yep, just shatter and see if I get 1. No, I didn't. Let's see if I can do him.
You understand nothing, traveler.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
This has happened before. And will again. We will both continue to suffer.
That was some stuff. None of those helmets are the one I want. I don't even know where the helmet comes from. Is prismatic gaze something I can get from an upgrade? Surely it is. So what I should... Let's check that out. So what I want is last epoch ascendance rolls. It's a thing called Tunk Labs or something, if I remember. No, I can't find it from that. Google's not being helpful. Video games, Tunk Lab. Rune of Ascendance, item type, helmet. The item I'm looking for is prismatic gaze. It can happen, but it's rare. So Siphon of Anguish, melee damage. All of this is junk.
Yes. Take care.
How much corruption do I have? Not quite enough to do the boss. Maybe I can pull this off.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Another strong mind. Ooh, that's a potentially good strong mind if you look at it. This one, again, I just shatter it to try and get some shards, and that one I shatter to try and get some shards. Okay, now, can I do the boss now? I can. I do not want the Harbinger.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Okay, so my current blessing is crit strike avoidance. What I want is all res, or crit strike avoidance. So, 15 to all resistances. Yeah, that will be better. Now my resistances are all over the cap. So now I'm heading for the end of time. So I can take that off and still be good. I can take that off and still be good. So in 1x1s, ward retention and lightning damage are probably the best thing I can get. So I go here and I go lightning damage.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, no, this is doing okay. Ooh, when did I... Oh, I just got a level then. So I take the final point in Arcane Warden. And then I will be going back to Sorcerer next. And I'll be taking more points in Mana Well, which is going to be giving me more mana, which is going to be incredibly good. Then it'll be Recollection, which is going to be the cooldown recovery, and then I'll be just taking more lightning damage. So, yeah. Hang on, what level am I? 89. It's the level of doom. And why is this the level of doom? Because if I'm actually keen to keep playing this character, but it will make it the first character I have played that will get out of 89. So we will see what happens, but I am keen on keep playing this character. So yeah, no, this could be good. It could work. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, liked the stream. Please comment below. I mean, no one ever does, but comment below on what you think the reason that having resistances of this complexity is good for the game. Like, why do you think the developers think it's good? If your only reason is because it gives the players more loot to chase so that they have to stay in longer because they have, when they get a good piece of loot, they have to then chase lots of other pieces of loot in order to be able to use it, that's a negative because it means players get a good piece of loot and then they can't use it. And anyone who is not like, I want to dedicate weeks of time to Last Epoch will just turn around and say, oh, I can't use upgrades. I'll play something else. I know this because I've done it 3 times. So need a reason why it's actually good for players, why it makes them feel good to have this in the game. Thanks everyone for watching. And yeah, good luck with your battles through time. Bye everyone.